Right, good morning and welcome back to the channel once again. Oh, what a day we've got today. Absolutely beautiful. Here in the UK we're going to have a little Indian summer, although I think that's actually technically not the correct word, but we won't get tied up in the weather. Yeah, we're off to a new calf today, so should be interesting. It's not too far from calf number one, a Quat calf. It's not too far away from that, but we're going to have to go on a slightly different route. I'm a little bit late, so I'm going to go up the main road here rather than across the lanes. And we'll see what this new place is like. We were all sat round at the calf. There was, who was it? Who was there? There was Norman, who's got the GSX 1400, Steve, who's got the Triumph 955i, the green one. There was Malk, myself. I think there was somebody else actually as well. But anyway, and Malk suddenly pulled out of his pocket a menu and passed it round. I've found a new calf, he said, so we all agreed, okay, we're going to try that next Monday. So that's where we are at the moment. Going to go and see what it's like. That's Malk the Human Satnav, as I call him, which is a nickname he doesn't seem to mind, so I'm going to keep calling him that. He seems reasonably happy with it, so I think it's a nice nickname. Yes, I'd just like to thank everyone for the response to the last video. Had quite a few messages and some emails, which is all very nice. And I thought today I'd mention a few people. Shard Lake, the first one, and now he's commented on a number of my videos. Absolutely smashing. And he mentioned when I spoke about the Rally Chopper in my last one, if you remember, I said about I had a green Rally Chopper. He said he couldn't afford a Rally Chopper, but he had a Tomahawk, and that rung a bell straight away. And I haven't googled it actually, but I think a Tomahawk was almost a smaller version of a chopper from what I remember. I'll have to google it. So, but he couldn't quite stretch to a chopper, a Rally Chopper at the time. I think a Tomahawk was for sort of 7, 8, 9-year-olds, wasn't it? And the Rally Chopper was sort of adult sized, from what I remember anyway. And that's Shard Lake. Thanks very much to you, sir, for commenting. Really appreciate it. Who else did we have? Mike, yes, Mike, who comments on quite a few videos. And Mike's a local chap I know, and actually goes to the calf at times. Yet to actually speak to him, but I will catch up with you one day, Mike. And again, in relation to the Rally Chopper, funnily enough, he said, do you remember Beech's Cycles in Starport on 7? Beech's Cycle Shop. Oh, we've got one here, haven't we, in front, by the way. We've got one of our push bike friends. Push cycling, what the hell's that? Yes, lycra clad. I've got a real itchy nose here, I'm going to have to deal with that. You'll have to excuse me for a minute. I'm getting a bit tense about things in my helmet lately after that wasp stung me on the way back from the one trip. Yes, but Mike was on about Beech's in Starport, as I said, which was a bicycle shop. And do you know, I'd forgotten completely about it. The minute he mentioned it, straight away I just thought, yes, Beech's, that is indeed where I had my Rally Chopper from. And it was one of those shops that as a kid, when you went into your local town, you just wanted to, you know, as a little kid, you wanted to get there, because they had all sorts of wheeled transport for little ones, from tricycles, go-karts and bicycles. Absolutely fantastic place, wonderful place. My dad used to take me in there and allow me to have a look round what they got. And I remember actually before I had my chopper from there, many years before that, I had a go-kart from there, pedal go-kart, which I absolutely loved. So yeah, beaches of Stourport, completely forgotten about it. So thanks, Mike, for reminding me of that. You're absolutely right. I had another comment actually on the video itself, and that was from Heidi High Campers. Fantastic name. I know which comedy series you used to watch. Yeah, Heidi High Campers, and he mentioned about he's having a CB500F, I think it is, from Sutton Honda in Bromsgrove. That is actually where I had my CL from. This bike we're on now. So yeah, I can report that they were fine, absolutely fine. And that's where I had this serviced as well. No problems with them. Very good, very efficient. So I bought one bike off them, and I've had this bike serviced as well, and that's the limit of my sort of dealings with them. But all I can report on is no problems at all so far. Very good. And he also mentioned a place called Midwest Moto, where I think he said he also had a bike from, a 125. I can't quite remember now, but he's mentioned a couple of bikes. Yeah, I know Midwest Moto very well actually. It's wonderful dealers, it really is, because of its situation. It's right in the middle of the countryside, and I am definitely going to do a video riding out there. In fact, I know the person who's involved in running it, the lady. I've known her for very, very many years actually. And what I might try and do is see if I can do some tests of bikes from there. I test rode actually, before I had the CL, I test rode the BSA, because they are BSA dealers, but it's a fantastic dealer. They also do Indian motorcycles, the Indian brand. So there's some really interesting bikes that they have. Beautiful showroom right in the middle of some fantastic countryside. So yes, that is an upcoming video, visiting Midwest Moto, and see if I can spark up a relationship maybe with them in order to take some bikes out for test. That would be good, especially as the winter draws on. As I said, they have some really interesting bikes. The guy who used to run it actually, Mark, the guy who does run it, sorry Mark, he used to build trikes, and these trikes were very, very famous in fact. If anybody's heard of Grinnell trikes, BMW engined, incredible machines. And he used to run that. He's an expert on BMWs. Very nice of that man to wave me on there. Don't think the cars have followed him, they're sticking strictly to the red light. Yeah, Midwest Moto though. That is a place I will be going to shortly. Some fantastic bikes. Even if I just do a video of the showroom, it'll be really interesting. It's a beautiful showroom they have. So that was Heidi High Campers. Who else was that? Of course, Simon. Yes, Simon. Now, Simon comments on many, if not all, of my videos, and he said where I used to live down that lane, it reminded him of Middle Earth. And when I heard that, Oh, Simon, that is such a good description in so many ways, because apart from it looking a little bit like that, it was also maybe a bit psychologically that way for me as well. Because as a kid you do feel a little bit trapped when you live in the middle of nowhere and you have no friends around you. No, I did have some friends actually. It was in the big house next door, but obviously it was quite isolated, and again especially in the winter. But yeah, when he called it Middle Earth, I thought, spot on. It's very much what it was like. So thanks for that, Simon. That did tickle me. So yeah, there's quite a few of those. I forget all the other names. Thanks if you've commented or you've emailed me. I appreciate it, really. I really do. I do read them all. Ah, now hold on, we've got to turn right here. Yeah, we're going to go up here and try and find this new cafe. Now, I don't think the cafe is going to be as picturesque as Quatford Cafe. It's lovely there when you sat on the benches and you're looking out across the countryside with the steam train occasionally passing by in the distance. The cafe we're going to isn't, I don't think, a bike cafe by any means. It's on a bit of an industrial estate actually, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. But it will make a change as good as a rest. Yeah, quite clear today. Quite clear. I've got a learner now. A lady with a dog. Yes, you can see right over to the barns there. And where we're actually coming up to along this lane is we're going to come out onto the TT course, as I call it, but from a different angle. I've sort of done a bit of a shortcut onto the TT course as I'm a little bit late. And then we'll go along the second half of the TT course, and then once it gets into the slightly built up area, that's where we turn right. I'm sure of. Yeah, so here we are, here's the TT course. So I think what I'll try to do is nip past this. I was going to, but no, it's accelerating away now. It's fine. So yes, this is midway down one of the straights of the TT course. And this road is really deteriorated underneath the trees there. Shockingly bad. Glad I'm on the scrambler. Oh, he's going down that lane, that's fair enough. Right then, so we can get a bit of a shift on down the second straight. Yes, this is the part of the TT course that I rarely show you, but you can see what I mean. You can imagine the motorcycles back in the day racing along here. This is a fantastic piece of road. But also, as you can see, full of tractors. So yeah, there was one or two accidents back in the day, sadly too, which led to all the speed limits around here. have Stanmore Hall, a place I have been to in the past. I think it's a camping area now as well. Yes, it is camping as well as a showground and a big house. Very, very nice. And this is the official end of the TT course here. Now it says cafe there, but I'm not following that one because that's not the right cafe. The one we want is down this way. That island there, incidentally, is very heavily cambered. And a few years ago I took out for test ride because I wanted to get it out of my skin. It's not a bike that I normally, I'm not naturally drawn to, and that's Harley Davidson, but I wanted to ride one, and I thought, do you know, I'm going to take one out. You can't dismiss something without actually trying it. That's ridiculous. So I tried it and I was pleasantly surprised. But that island there, I'll never forget. It was an 883 iron, just the bog standard Harley sort of poverty model, and on that island with that camber, it was the first time in I don't know how long that I grounded the foot pegs. The minute I went around the island, crunch, they went into the tarmac. Frightened the bejesus out of me. Ah, this is good. So we're going into Bridgnorth now from the TT road. And I'm trying to remember where the road is we've got to turn off. It's right down here somewhere. I think it's just past these lights, these temporary traffic lights. That's right, we have the fuel station there. That's past the fuel station and right here. So no doubt we're going to have to do a little bit of wandering around here to try and find it, unless it's advertised, unless they have a board out. So let's have a look. No sign yet. Oh, cafe, use it. I think I might have missed it. I think it may be over there. So we'll do a U-turn and I'll shoot up that little road there. Yeah, I definitely missed it. Oh, this is where the CL is just great. Just for spinning round. I love it. So I think it's up here. Behind the gym, does it say? Behind the gym. Ha 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 ha. There it is, there. It's there. And here we are. How marvellous. Right, well, I found it. So that's all from me for the moment. I'll see you later on. Thanks for being with me. See you in a bit.